Want to make sure your commercial pressure washing jobs are profitable and meet budgets? In this video, I'm going to show you the exact process to price commercial pressure washing jobs, covering costs, time, scale, and all the extras that can impact your bottom line. Before we dive into the details, it helps to understand the general pricing landscape. Most commercial pressure washing jobs fall somewhere between 10 cents and 40 cents per square foot, depending on how dirty the surface is, what equipment you're using, and how complex the job is. Some companies price by the square foot, some price by the hour, and others use flat rates for predictable jobs. Throughout this video, I'm going to show you how to use all three methods so you can quote with confidence. By the way, if you want a quick cheat sheet that breaks these numbers down, square foot ranges, production rates, and common add-ons, we put one together for you. You can download it using the link in the description. Before quoting a single commercial job, you need to know all of your costs. That's labor, equipment, fuel, maintenance, cleaning solutions, insurance, and permits. Commercial jobs are bigger, and missing even one cost can turn a profitable job into a loss. A quick way to make sure you're covered is to calculate your true hourly cost. Think about everything it takes to run your crew for 1 hour. That's labor, workers' comp, equipment wear and tear, fuel, and a small percentage for overhead. When most companies add those pieces together, they usually end up somewhere between $90 and $150 per hour just to break even. Once you know that number, you can price with much more confidence because you understand exactly what it costs to operate before profit. Next, figure out your labor and equipment rates. Commercial jobs often need multiple technicians and larger machines, so calculate the total cost per hour for everyone and everything involved. Then add your desired profit margin. For example, if you send out 2 technicians at around $20 an hour each, add in your taxes and insurance, plus the hourly cost of running your equipment, especially if you're operating a hot water skid or a larger surface cleaner. When you tally everything up, plus your fuel and cleaning solution, you might land around $80 to $90 per hour in true cost. Add your profit margin on top, and your billable rate might be closer to $120 to $130 an hour. Again, this isn't the number you give your customer, it's just your internal gauge to make sure your square foot pricing still covers your margins. Commercial jobs are all about scale. Measure the property carefully. Square footage of sidewalks, parking lots, walls, or roofs. Some jobs also require aerial lifts or special equipment, which adds to the cost. Always account for the full scope of work. Once you know the size of the area, think about how fast your team can realistically work. A typical crew using commercial equipment might clean anywhere from 1,500 to 3,000 square feet per hour on sidewalks. Large open areas clean much faster. Parking garages, for example, might be 5,000 to 10,000 square feet per hour. Vertical washing tends to go slower, sometimes 500 to 1,000 square feet per hour, depending on access and surface type. These production rates help you combine your measurements with your hourly cost so you can quickly estimate what a job will actually take. Adjust your price for job complexity. High walls, multiple stories, tough stains, or hard-to-reach areas require extra time, safety equipment, and sometimes permits. Always include these adjustments in your quote so you protect your profits. This is also where you account for the extras that come with pressure washing. Things like heavy oil stains, gum buildup, grease around dumpsters, or second-story work all take extra time and materials. For example, pre-treating oil stains or doing gum removal can add a noticeable cost to the job. Dumpster pads often get priced as their own line item, usually somewhere in the $150 to $300 range, depending on soil level. And if you need a lift for higher areas, that rental can add another $150 to $300 plus additional labor time. These small adjustments are what keep a job profitable. Commercial jobs can be priced in 2 main ways: flat rate or per square foot. Flat rates work well for predictable projects, while per square foot ensures you're scaling your price with the size of the property. Choose a method that matches the job and protects your margins. Square foot pricing works well when you can measure the space and predict how long it will take. For example, if you're washing a 3,000 square foot sidewalk, and you charge 18 cents per square foot, that job comes out to about $540. If your crew can knock it out in an hour and a half, that puts you at a very strong hourly rate. Flat rates make more sense when the job is small or has a predictable scope. A storefront sidewalk, a dumpster pad, or a drive-through are great examples. Instead of measuring every inch, you might simply charge a set amount. For many companies, those fall somewhere between $250 and $700, depending on the area. For commercial clients, consider offering recurring service contracts. Weekly, monthly, or quarterly schedules can stabilize your income. Include terms in your contract, cancellation policies, payment terms, and scope of work. Clear contracts prevent surprises and protect your business. When you introduce these recurring services, the pricing usually adjusts because the work gets easier over time. A one-time cleaning might be charged at 20 cents per square foot, while quarterly cleaning might drop to 14 to 16 cents. And monthly cleaning can fall even lower, sometimes around 10 to 12 cents. The buildup is lighter, the job goes faster, and the client gets a consistent look. It's a win on both sides, and recurring work can give your business predictable income. Finally, put everything into a professional quote sheet. Show the client labor, equipment, chemicals, and extras separately. A detailed quote builds trust and positions you as a professional who knows the value of your service. Your quote should read like a story of the job. Start with a quick summary of what you're cleaning, how large the area is, and what the customer can expect. Clearly explain how the price was determined, whether that's a square foot rate or a flat rate. And if there are extras like stain treatment or lift work, call those out so there's no confusion. When clients see that level of detail, it sets you apart from competitors who just throw out a single number. Remember, if you want something that you can keep on hand when you're estimating jobs, we made a free pressure washing pricing cheat sheet. The link is in the description below. That's how we price commercial pressure washing jobs, covering costs, labor, equipment, complexity, and contracts. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a tip that helps you grow your commercial cleaning business.